this is Francie with Finding Joy, and I haven't made a video in a while. I'm not really doing anything to make videos about, except just talking, so here we go. So I am actually going to a get-together thing, which I tell you what, I can tell I have anxiety. You know, you think, oh, you know, I don't have anxiety, it's no big deal. Everybody's got anxiety, right? We all have anxiety, but I don't know how many times I wanted to back out of going. I'd come up with some excuse so I didn't have to go tonight. And I do that all the time, and I don't participate in events. I've noticed as I've gotten older, especially, I think it's just the anxiety. I know one person, the person who invited me, and I'm not going to know anybody else, and so it's kind of intimidating, but I'm going. It's actually it's for a game called Bunko, and so you have so many players. So I knew if I didn't show up, they can't play the game. You have to have a certain number of players. So that puts a lot of pressure to make sure you go. So anyway, and you know, I've been cleaning houses, mostly rentals, you know, vacation rentals, which aren't too bad. There's hardly any stuff in there. You just basically do the laundry, bathrooms, floors, and you know, it's pretty easy. Today I actually cleaned a house in a condo. I think somebody actually lives there. I don't know. I didn't like that one. It's easier. The vacation rentals are easy because it's just straightforward. Boom, you know what to do. Anyway, my daughter is in Nashville or Tennessee. She went to spend some time with her friends, so I got a few days home alone with the animals, and so there's not much going on. I do think about things. I don't watch as many of my YouTube channels. I've noticed I've kind of backed off. It's not because I don't like what they are or anything like that. It's just, it makes me see what I don't have, or you know, and you know, that dream you have, and you wonder, is it ever going to happen? And I know for me it's further down the road. I just started dreaming a lot earlier, you know, and just have many years of planning. But even just to go on a simple camping trip, I try to find when I can just go camping, and it's not that easy. So anyway, I figured, okay, then I'm just gonna work. I'll just work and get debt paid off, so when I can go, I can go, you know. And so I just work hard, and hopefully by working hard, I won't kill myself. I can stay healthy, work hard until I can fulfill my dream and travel, even if it's not full time. Even just to go on a trip to see something. A lot of my friends on Facebook, they'll go to Yellowstone and they post all these pictures, and I'm just like, and I'm not there. So yeah, it gets kind of frustrating, depressing. I don't know. This month I turned 55. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've already turned 50, and yet here I am turning 55. I've noticed some YouTubers, they talk about their birthday month. So when did we start celebrating our birthday for a whole month? I didn't know we did that. Anyway, my birthday's at the end of the month, so anyway, just 55. I don't know if that's a big one or not, but it is what it is. I can remember when I was in my early 50s. Isn't that weird? Early 50s, 52, 53, I would forget how old I was. In one year, must have been when I was 52. I kept saying I was 53. Then I wasn't. I was 52. So I was 53 for 2 years. I thought that was funny. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Once you're there, you're there. I hope you're all having a good life. I hope you're finding joy. And I did have a situation didn't tell you all the story. Well, you know, and a lot of times I don't want to say everything that I do because you don't want it to see, oh, look at this good thing I did. It's not that at all. But I was going, was it after, I think it was after my MRI. I was stopped at Wendy's to get something to drink because I was thirsty, and that was the only thing. The one thing about Florida, there's just not that many places to stop and get something. Like this whole drive, there is not hardly anything to stop except gas stations but like fast food places. I think I passed one McDonald's. So anyway, there's no Sonics, like one by where we live. Okay. So I stop at this Wendy's, and this lady comes up to, and here's what I think, here's the irritating part of this story is what I want to share. She comes up to my window. There was her and a guy, and the guy was totally stumbling and all this stuff, and she's talking to me. She says, will you buy him a hamburger? You know, he's drunk, he needs something to eat, he's my friend. You know, I might take him over to the hospital so he can get detox, you know, whatever. She was telling me her story. Well, what I noticed is she had these 2 huge chunks of cheese. I'm serious, about this big and that thick. And I thought, what is she carrying this cheese? And so anyway, she said, yeah, I asked somebody for food and they gave me this cheese. She says, like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I thought, you know what is she supposed to do with that? That was, it almost makes you mad. Like, really? They didn't have anything to cut it with, and once they opened it, how are they going to preserve it? Anyway, that's not helping them. Whoever gave them that cheese, that's not helping them. They couldn't even, it'd be one thing if it was a package of sliced up cheese, but it wasn't, guys. It was this big old chunk. I don't know. I just found that frustrating. She was frustrated with it. You know, what is she supposed to do with that? But then when I went to take the food over to this, where she said they were sitting, I tell you what, the guy looked dead. He was just laying there. His eyes were rolled back. Ugh. And I wonder what their story is. You know, you wonder, how did they get where they are? You know? How did they get there? I don't know, I feel bad. I just want, and then I think I just need a simpler life, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do. Always have the goals and be purposeful. I have gotten rid of a lot of crafting stuff, just taking boxes out. Really get tempted to sell my sewing machine, because really, when I think about it, the things I could make, I mean, what do I do with it? I could make gifts, but I just don't see me, I don't know. Excuse me, I'm getting tired. I don't see, I guess, the value in keeping it. I mean, yes, I can sew stuff, but yeah, I don't know. So, anyway, I'm thinking about that. Not that I could, see, then I get in the wrong lane. This is what I don't like about this stuff. I don't know what lane I'm supposed to be in. And nobody will let you over because it's Florida. People are not nice. They just, oh, this lady let me in, thank you. They're just not nice here. I gotta remember that. It goes down to, anyway. Alright, well, so trying to decide if I should get rid of my sewing machine. It won't sell for very much. It is a good machine. It's definitely a good machine. I made sure I got a good machine when I got it. Excuse me. But I just don't know. Even if I kept it and took it with me, I don't know how often I would use it. I can see me crocheting on the road a lot easier than sewing on the road. Crocheting, I can make dishcloths and scrubbies and Afghans, you know. I can do that, or hats, you know. But I don't know about a sewing machine. Anyway, just one of those things. Maybe I could find a place that I could donate it to that needs it. That would make me feel better than just, I don't want to just donate it. And I've looked up about selling it. I really wouldn't make that much money with it. And so I'd rather find a church group or something like that that needs it. Keep yawning, sorry. Just one of those things. All right, so off to my social event. Ugh. Do y'all like going to social events? I guess I wouldn't be as intimidated if I knew more people. But I know they're all good people. I'm sure they're all people who go to the church when I first came here, I started going to this one church, and then now I've started going to a different one because in one of the cities, somebody I grew up with in Michigan lives here. Him and his wife. I grew up with both of them, and they were teenage sweethearts, and they also got married. And so I've known one of the families my whole life. I don't know my life without that family. And so I started going because they're there and I know them. And it gives me somebody to talk to. We've gone out to eat after church. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just a little bit nicer. Whereas where I was going before, people will say hi, but I haven't developed any friendships in all this time. You know, being here a year, nothing. So I'll probably just start going to this other one, even though it is a longer drive. It's like a 30-minute drive, but sometimes that's what you do. All right, so I just wanted to check in and doing okay, just working hard. I've been cleaning houses. I have a house to clean tomorrow. And my daughter's actually started cleaning for this company as well. So sometimes she'll help me when it's just a one-person house and I split the pay with her. But they've also hired her on. So if it's a two-person house and they assign both of us to it, and she's getting paid as well from the company. So that's pretty cool for her. So I think in July and August they have us booked for every Saturday. So I think as long as I say I'll work every Saturday, I will have a house to clean. It's not too bad. Sometimes it goes past 2, and sometimes you're done by 2. It just depends how big the house is. I tell you what, we cleaned some big ones. Oh my goodness, beautiful $1 million homes on the beach. Have to say that I've seen some beautiful homes, beautiful views of the beach, so I do enjoy that. That brings me a little bit of joy. So, all right, I will talk to y'all later. I hope you're finding joy. I hope things are going well for you. Homeless U.S. Navy vet. We got a lot of homeless around here. It's crazy. They gave him a can of food. Hopefully he has something he can pour it out in and eat it. All right, we'll talk to y'all later, and be blessed.